Today my friend Sebastian the Crab told me he found treasure, so I followed him and whoa, what is it? I couldn't wait to show Eggplant the eel and he was like, whoa girl, those are some lashes. And then I found the most beautiful shell, and what is next to that huge sea urchin? It must be a fantastic dinglehopper. Wait, nope, a spoon? Oh my gosh, shell yeah! Mermaid's got a new bra. What's buried under here? No way, it can't be. With better roaming and signal, the new Shell 15 Pro. Hello? Oh, Jiminy Sharks! It's a giant pearl. I swam deep into my grotto and through the magical light that beamed me into my cave of wonders, where I added all my treasures from today. Which is your favorite? See ya! Get it?
Oh no.
This is coconuts!
Oh no! Oh no! Breakfast! Oh no!
You're not gonna believe what I found today. I was swimming along, dingle-hoppering my hair with a find from this morning, and trying to figure out which flower to wear, when my fish friends were like, over here, we need your help. There's something stuck to the reef. So I helped get it out and ooh, sparkly, trash or treasure. Then I had to stop by the mall because I really need a new bra. And I think it's just my size. What do you think? And Jiminy Crab, look at this stuff. Isn't it neat? What is this? And then I saw it. Oh my gosh. So I uncovered it very gently, and you're not gonna believe what it is. Yep, the new Shell 14 Pro. Who wants my shell phone number? Call me. Which version do you guys have? Does it pick up Signal? I love playing catch the leaf with my wild dolphin friends, but I was wondering if they'd still play with me if I was a mermaid. Check out this fantastic catch. How's that smile? We played catch for a while, and then I saw something sparkling on the ocean floor, and I had to go investigate. Wow! In some countries, this is considered money currency. Do you know what it is? Like for more adventures with me in the sea. Once upon a tide, in a sea far away, when I was a little mermaid, I planted a little clam named Shelly on my reef garden. Now, many moons later, I'm on an adventure to find Shelly, but what I found was shell-shocking. As I searched the deep blue sea, I knew something fishy was going on, as the coral had turned purple, and everyone kept hiding. And then, out of the blue, there was Shelly. She was huge, like a celebrity. I felt like a proud mama. It was such a special reunion. We were speechless, or should I say clammed up. And now she had her own clamtastic family, and I got to meet Shelby and Chowda. Let's celebrate friendship. May it never flounder. Shell yeah! Should we check for a giant pearl? I woke up at my treehouse and what is that? I grabbed my kidnoculars to take a closer look. Is that a mermaid? Hello? I ran across the hot lava and, oh, don't leave. I jumped in the ocean and asked my best friend Ocho the octopus for help finding the mermaid. And before I knew it, he was giving her a hug. And we all became friends. And now every day I check for her from my treehouse. And your kids can too, with kidnoculars, linked below. I live in a jungle treehouse on the beach. And today I got to become a mermaid, and you're not gonna believe what I discovered. I saw something shiny and I was hoping for a dinglehopper. That won't do to brush my hair. And then, wait for it, a real dinglehopper. How did Ariel make this look so easy? I need a mirror. Luckily, I found a magical one. That's better. Looking good, Alison. Thanks, Mr. Turtle. And then a huge wave came, and I knew it was time to head out to the deep blue. And that's where I saw my dolphin friends. Hey, guys. But the most magical discovery was in the mermaid's grotto. You have to swim through this shimmering light ray to get into it, and that's when I saw it. Is that a real mermaid? You're not gonna believe what I discovered today. But first, remember those shells I found? How do you like my new bra? Shell yeah! So I was on a treasure hunt when I saw something sparkling. Why do humans use these? What a bum-er. Then I dove into getting a new shell phone. The yet-to-be mermaid iShell15. Who wants my new shell phone number? But my hair got so messed up, so I found a dingle hopper and stopped by to see if the hair sea lawn was open. Luckily, the seaweed line wasn't too long, and I got a magical mirror. I can't sand when it gets messy. They even offered pretty thingamabobs for my hair. Which flower do you like for the finishing touch? Then I also got the yet-to-be-released Apple Vision Pro with built-in phone signal. Hello? Hello? And that's when I saw it. Something fishy's going on. I got all bottled up with emotion. But wait, is it a message in a bottle? I rushed at snail speed back to Home Sweet Treehouse, excited to open it. Let's go check it out. Should we celebrate? Well, what do we have here? Anyone want to know what it revealed? Who's good at reading maps? I'm a mermaid. Of course I brush my hair with a dingle hopper. I'm a mermaid. Of course I have the latest iShell13. I'm a mermaid. Of course I make my bra from a shell. I'm a mermaid. Of course I have a magical mirror that makes me look always mermazing. I'm a mermaid. Of course my best friend is a crab. I'm a mermaid. Of course I have a super magical cave grotto filled with gadgets and gizmos of plenty. I'm a mermaid. Of course I find messages in bottles. I'm a mermaid. Of course I hang with wild dolphin. I'm a mermaid. Of course I have a chest full of who's-its and what's-its galore. I'm a mermaid. Of course my mom is a magical hottie. I live in a treehouse on the beach, and every morning I wake up and run across the hot lava and become a mermaid with my magical mama. These are my best friends. Definitely my sisters. And today I found an incredible treasure. I was swimming along by this coral head and I saw something glistening. Is it a necklace? Magical! I couldn't wait to give it to Magical Mama. And then I grabbed my magical mirror so she could see how truly magical it looked on her. There's a lot of magic in this world if you choose to see it. And what is this? Jiminy Crab! It's a who's it galore. Or is it a what's it? How does it look? Trash or treasure? Bloop. Today on my treasure hunt, I found a giant pearl. Shell yeah. And then I found this magical mirror and I was flipping out because I caught sight of, no, it can't be. A human? I think I freaked her out because she started screaming. So I gave her my magical pearl and we became immediate sisters. And she taught me important human ways, like the patty cake. Mermazing. Tag your best sister. Today I made a mermazing discovery. Shell yeah, just about my size. So I called my best friend Ocho the octopus because he's a great clamshell bra designer. With all those hands, he agreed to help and got straight to work. Takes the seam on the side, secures the front. Let's add a little bit of lift and voila! Oh, I love it, Ocho. It's clamtastic. What do you all think of my new bra? See you later, Ocho. What else should we have him make? The octopus and I dove into an Easter egg hunt today, and we made some seriously incredible discoveries. We kept finding eggs with letters on them. Is it a secret code? What does it spell? Ocho saw one deep in the coral, and I was like, you're gonna have to get this one, because you can fit in that tiny little cave. Did you find it? Oh no! Ocho, you're not supposed to eat the egg. And then I found an egg of the ocean. A sea biscuit, kind of like a sand dollar. And what in the pirate? It's a golden egg. Or is this what humans call plastic? What kind of chicken makes plastic? And then I saw a huge one sticking out of the coral and, oh wait, that's an eel! And then I found Ocho in my basket trying to eat all the eggs. Get out of there! I better go solve the code quick. So we rushed off to the hot lava and Ocho, of course, wanted to hold the basket. And we solved it. Happy Easter! Okay, now you can eat them, Ocho. Let's celebrate. Thanks for the big hug. What's your Easter tradition? Like if you're excited about Easter. Sisters, I'm flipping out. Today I found the most magical treasure. Shell yeah. And then my friend Ocho the octopus came to say hi. Hi. I gave him some love and snuggles and kisses, and he said he wanted to ride back to his cave. So I said, okay, hold on tight. And we cruised off into the deep blue. Shark! Ocho crawled up under my armpit and wouldn't let go. Ocho, that tickles. Get on my back. But when I finally dove him back down to his cave, he wouldn't let go. I mean, I love 8-armed hugs. But Ocho, I'll get you there safely. And you can call me on my shell phone if you need anything. This Mermaid Uber offers doorstep cave service. Who needs an 8-armed hug today?
Thanks, Alison.
Love you, Ocho.
As I explored the ocean floor, I saw something sticking out of the sand. Could it be a message in a bottle? I couldn't cork my excitement, but it was tough to decipher. Luckily, I had my blower upper. It was a map to a cave with a skull and a fish and X marks treasure? My dolphin friends were waves dropping and used their sonar to navigate to the cave. Ursula, you in there? Look! The golden skull and the fish from the map.
What?
I am seriously out of here. And that's when I saw it. A sparkling pirate chest with gold hinges. Wow, look at this trove. Treasures of gold. You're not gonna believe what I discovered. I was dingle-hoppering my hair with a find from this morning, and my head was a bit in the clouds when I saw this magical round crystal that makes everything look huge. As I explored the ocean floor, I saw something sticking out of the sand. Could it be a message in a bottle? I couldn't cork my excitement, but it was tough to decipher. Luckily, I had my blower-upper. It was a map to a cave with a skull and a fish and X marks treasure? My dolphin friends were waves dropping and used their sonar to navigate to the cave. Ursula, you in there? Look! The golden skull and the fish from the map.
What?
I am seriously out of here. And that's when I saw it. A sparkling pirate chest with gold hinges. This is one shell of a mystery. I tried to open it, but it was all clammed up. Fantastic. I can't get it open. So I called Turtle A, and he was like,
Lift up, Alison.
I'm like, oh, you're totally awesome. Wow, look at this trove. Treasures of gold. This is chestacular. Mermazing. Bling bling. What shall I do with it? You're not gonna believe what I discovered. It was a mermazing day. So I dove in because I heard through the seaweed line something totally awesome was happening under the sea. And then I saw it. The new iShell 16 Pro. I've heard it gets amazing signal. I called up my best friend Ocho the Octopus to see if he wanted to trick or treat. And now to get ready for Halloween. Oh, thank goodness. A dingle hopper. Okay, how do I look? Oh gosh, this is tough. I wish I had a magical mirror to look into. Oh, perfect. That'll do. Oh dear, I look blue. Okay, some color. A Halloween hibiscus. I was figuring out a costume when Ocho the Octopus splatted himself onto me, freaking out. And then he went into my shell phone and wouldn't come out. He kept pointing across the seafloor with his tentacle. Over there, look over there. So I went to investigate and holy taco, a pirate skull. I had to explain to Ocho that Halloween is a day to honor the dead, not be scared of them. And then he faced his fears. Like if you love Halloween. Today I found the most magical treasure, Shelly. And then my friend Ocho the Octopus came to say hi.
Hi.
I gave him some love and snuggles and kisses, and he said he wanted to ride back to his cave. So I said, okay, hold on tight. And we cruised off into the deep blue. Shark! Ocho crawled up under my armpit and wouldn't let go. Ocho, that tickles, get on my back. But when I finally dove him back down to his cave, he wouldn't let go. I mean, I love 8-armed hugs, but Ocho, I'll get you there safely. And you can call me on my shell phone if you need anything. This Mermaid Uber offers doorstep cave service. Who needs an 8-armed hug today?
Thanks, Alison.
Love you, Ocho. I grew up like a real-life Little Mermaid with a fantastic twist. I live in a beach treehouse and want to be part of their world. This is my friend Honu the Turtle.
Hi, Alison.
Morning, Honu. Ocho the Octopus. Mango the Manta Ray. And maybe you've heard of Nemo? I always collect gadgets and gizmos of plenty. Ah, look at this thingamabob. I love finding new shell phones to call in my best friends to play. They dolphinately helped me find my purpose in life. But then a sea witch of plastic pollution threatened our grotto, and there was no time for floundering around. I dove into protecting under the sea so my friends can swim free. Shelly, what waves of change will you make in this little lifetime? Have a phenomenal day. Today I got to become a mermaid, and my magical mama and I ended up on a wild underwater treasure hunt. I was exploring the ocean floor and I saw a gadget or gizmos. I gently uncovered it. Wow, little sparkling balls all strung together. I'll give some of them to magical mama for a bracelet and a necklace, and how do we look? I love this sea queen, and you all. I live in a treehouse. Hello! On the beach. And this morning I saw my dolphin friends going coconuts. I had to go investigate, so I dove in the water and, oh yeah, I have magical mermaid powers, by the way. My dolphin friends were super chatty, asking if I could help them clean the ocean. Nar, look at this. Oh my gosh, this could suffocate one of my animal friends. Whoa, what is this? I know, it must be an earring. Oh, no, wait. Is it a bra? No way! Ancient pirate binoculars, and they still work. And that's when I spotted it. Could it be? Oh my goodness, a dingle hopper! Look at this stuff. Isn't this neat? I've seen humans wear these. it's just my color. And that's when Ocho the octopus came to say hi and was like, whoa, what are you wearing? I told him about my ocean cleanup and he was like, oh, how does that mask not suffocate you? Oh, Ocho, always thinking so much with your 9 brains. And then he gave me a big hug for my cleanup efforts. Did you know octopus have 3 hearts? Arnar, Ocho is missing a leg. Does anybody know why? I made a wild discovery growing up like a real-life Little Mermaid. I live in a beach treehouse and want to be part of their world. This is my friend Honu the turtle.
Hi, Allison.
Morning, Honu. Mango the manta ray. And maybe you've heard of Nemo? I love finding new shell phones to call in my best friends, the dolphins. They dolphinately helped me find my purpose in life. But then a sea witch of plastic pollution threatened our grotto and there was no time for floundering around. I dove into protecting under the sea so my friends can swim free. Shell yeah, my size. Woohoo! This is the wild story of how I became a human. One day I was swimming along with my friend Steve the shark. Morning, Steve.
Morning, Mermaid.
When we got stuck in quite the fish school traffic jam. So he told me about a shipwreck he found, and suddenly I saw it emerge in the distance. So I went down to investigate. There's always treasure on shipwrecks. As I explored the wreck, I began to realize this has been here a while. There was even a giant clam growing on it. You have to watch out for them. And before I knew it, he had taken my mask. No, you can't have that. I found it on another shipwreck, and I wear it because I've always dreamed of being a human. They get to have all the fun. Luckily, I got it back just in time to hear Nemo scream, "Human!" Oh, human! I'm so excited. Up there? Where? And that's when I looked up and saw him with my friend Ocho the octopus. They were like 2 coconuts on a tree. A human who likes animals? Mermazing. Ocho swam over to tell me that he was the perfect human catch. Thanks, Ocho. I'm gonna miss you. I said goodbye to my animal friends. I'll come visit because I'm gonna be part of their world. So I latched onto him like a suckerfish and hoped my kiss would do the trick. And thus our love story began. And so did my legs. And as the sea rejoiced, I knew I had found the best treasure the ocean could ever provide. Would you want to be a human or a mermaid? Like and follow for more magical ocean adventures.
Today I woke up early because I got a call on my shell phone from my mermaid friend. She said, "Swim quick! The ocean is covered in giant pearls." So I ran off to my treehouse to get my dive gear and this special leaf.
Thank you, plant!
It works as a natural mask defogger. By the way, I'm Alison. I live in a treehouse on the beach and I love diving into treasure hunts. There's my mermaid friend. Oh wait, no, that's a monk seal. Whoa, look at the size of this sea cucumber. P.S. That's its poop. Suddenly I was surrounded by my dolphin friends and there's my mermaid friend. Pearls! Pearls! So I set off across the reef and I didn't have to look long. There's one. Gentle. I got it! Wow, look at this! And then I realized they truly were everywhere. Ooh, a pink one, my favorite color, and a golden one. Should I make a necklace out of this one? Ooh, I think this would make a lovely wedding ring. And within a few minutes, my bag was filled with pearls, or as humans call them, golf balls. Moral of the story, my animal friends don't know the difference between trash and treasure, so let's keep our trash out of the oceans, like if you love the sea. I was out on a treasure hunt today when I saw my dolphin friends, and they wanted to play catch the leaf. So I flicked them a leaf, and Spinny the dolphin was quite a show-off, catching it and then flicking it to his tail. And then out of the blue, he started to spin around me and get super frisky, and I was like, bye! Isn't that magical, mama? Save me! Just kidding. Would you want to be part of their world? Who loves the ocean? Shell yeah.
Hot lava! Arr, nar! Hello!